think of the world in Hounding Me? Did we get it? Didn't even feel like we understood it? It's kind of weird. And I wanted you to read it because I really like what it talks about, more than I like the fact of how it's written. Why is the world hounding her? What does that mean? When it hounds her.
When it what?
When it hounds her. What does it mean to hound somebody?
When you're on their ass?
Kind of, basically. When you're like constantly bothering them, pestering them, annoying them. You're constantly on their ass, basically. That's hounding. So how does the world hound her? How is the world bothering her?
Tell you what to do.
Tells you what to do? It's kind of bad. What else?
Tell you what to do.
How is it hounding her, though? Look what it says. It says, how can it harm you, the world, if I choose astutely, rather than to stock my mind with things of beauty, and waste its stock on every beauty's claim? What is it pestering her to be? Remember, she's a woman. She has entered a convent. She has decided she doesn't want anything that has to do with the world. What is the world trying to keep pestering her with? What does it want her to be like?
Buy something.
What?
To buy something.
To buy stuff? What else? How else is it pestering her? Look at that vanity part, the beauty part. What do we as women, always have to worry about?
How we look.
How we look. Thank you, boys. Yeah. The world is hounding her. Boys. Yes, I know I made a funny. The world is hounding her in pestering her about being beautiful and caring only about vanity, caring only about how she looks, and not being smart, and not being well educated, and not being a well-rounded person. It's pestering her to be beautiful and nothing else. And that's something that we even see today in our society. You're pestered to be beautiful. You have all the ads for skinny people. You have all the clothes that never in your size. Nothing ever fits. Models are like size 0. You're always pestered to be beautiful. The world hounds us constantly. And it's become this like subliminal message. If any of you take media class next year with Mr. T, he'll talk about those subliminal messages. Those things that are just there and you don't even realize that they're just pestering and poking and hounding you. They keep bothering you. And that's what she's talking about. And she wrote this back in, what does it say?
05. 012.
No, it was like the 16th century. Nothing has changed in the 16th century. Women were supposed to be beautiful, quiet, and take care of the house and cook.
They still do that.
They're still expected to do that. You go tell your mom, where's my dinner? Why don't you ask Dad, where's my dinner? My dad never cooked.
My dad does.
He cooks?
He cooks pretty good.
Does he cook good? But is it grilling?
Huh?
Does he only barbecue or does he actually cook?
Good.
He cooks. Because you notice that? Like guys
One
barbecue.
time you put beer in our dinner.
Put beer in your dinner? Yeah, they do. It's
That's so Mexican.
carnitas? Carne asada?
I'm just kidding, Eddie. My dad does that too.
Yeah, it's a food. It's a dish. Because the
I
alcohol...
have a dad.
Guys, the alcohol tenderizes the meat. That's why you put it in there. You do that a lot with wine, chicken. I've had... It's nasty. You don't like it? But we have this stereotype, Eddie. We have this stereotype in our society that women need to do these things. And it's been perpetuated from way, way back. Women can't be educated. Women can't be smart. If they're smart, they're ugly. If you're pretty, you can't be smart. It's just not the way it is.
That's stupid.
Because that's what people, that's the stereotype.
Oh.
We know that this isn't true. We know that beautiful women can be smart. We know that women can be beautiful even if they're not stereotypically beautiful. We know that things are not like that, but we still get that hounding. We're still hounded by those images in the media, in our cultures, in our movies, in everything. So that's what she's talking about. She's talking about this idea that the world is constantly bothering her to be beautiful, and she doesn't care. Page 33. All right, go ahead and turn it off.